final time tonight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges score the contest 48-47, 48-47, and 49-46 for the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Kamaru, the Nigerian Nightmare.
In a big spot like this, you just have to make sure you get that one. All right, here's Edmund. Outside ball one. Edmund has flied out to deep right field and lined out to first. As it bats against the starter Scherzer. Probably the greatest World Series start for a rookie in history just a few nights ago. 1-1 pitch. Edmund hits a fly ball center field. Not that deep. We'll see. Betts is going back to tag. Barcho comes in and catches. Betts is testing it. The throw's going to be well offline, and Betts will score. So Edmund, the sacrifice fly, and we've got a one-run game.
He got that leadoff walk. Comes back to bite. Chris Bassett, the Blue Jays. Now Barcho, excellent defender in center field. He is a gold glover, but he's not known for his arm. Does everything he can to use his momentum, get behind the baseball. He's just off target. There's not enough on it to be able to get Mookie Betts.
That's a hard throw from center field anyway with a guy as fast as Mookie. PK Hernandez. There's the curve that he was looking for when Betts was at the plate. Strike one. Speaking of outfield arms, PK hadn't had an assist in the outfield for 3 years until the playoffs. Now he's had 3 in the postseason, including the one last night that'll be remembered forever. No matter what happens at the end of the night. 0-2. Ground ball base hit into right field. In an 0-2 count, he just went with it. And now the tying run is in scoring position. Oscar Hernandez in second. That's the second hit and third base runner of the inning against Bassett.
Another tough decision about to come up for John Schneider. A piece of hitting from PK just going with that pitch. Do you bring in Sir Anthony Dominguez to put away Miguel Rojas, knowing you have Shohei Ohtani on deck? He's going to stick with Bassett.
2 on, 2 out for Miguel Rojas. And strike one. Ohtani looming.
Tension in this game. You just feel it from the fans. You can see it in the players' faces, managers.
Rojas out in front. 1-2.
Pointed out that Chris Bassett's curveball has been a weapon this postseason because everybody's going hard, everything's fast, velocities are up. That last curveball was 72 miles an hour.
1-2. Threw it again. Rojas was not going to get out of the way. If that one happened to hit him, so be it. 0-2. Rojas, a little flare. Foul. First base side. Bassett plenty. Maybe not this version of Miguel Rojas, as beat up as he's been, but still, it's a lot of positive history.
Well, if this ball hits grass in the outfield, you want to go to Addison Parker. He's the one with the best arm. It'll be a tie game if it goes to left or to center.
Biggest pitch of the game for a Blue Jays pitcher comes right here, right now, with Ohtani on deck. Tying run in scoring position.
And you're going to get both base runners moving in a 3-2 count.
There they go. Rojas, a little topper. Bassett off the mound, scoops it up, and he will tag out Rojas. Well, it wasn't easy for Bassett, and it wasn't perfect. Dodgers get a run closer. We're midway through 6 in Game 7, a one-run game.
Emma is trying to give up smoking. She's trying here, trying there, and when sudden cravings hit her, she has new Nicotine Mini Citrus for fast relief with a new citrusy punch of flavor, helping her get there one try at a time with Nicotine, an unbeatable way to quit smoking. Nicotine, don't quit trying.
Has begun. New Citroen C3 from €23,900.
Switching to Outsurance could mean big savings on your car insurance. That's what Kerry found.
Hiya. Yeah, it's true. I saved €266 when I made the switch.
€266?
Any hassle switching?
None. They called me back the same day. Couldn't believe it.
And you know about the out bonus?
I do. It's great. 10% of my insurance premium back in cash after 3 years paying through.
And your old policy?
I'm moving on.
Real people, unreal savings. Outsurance. You always get something out.
We're in charge of being the best team that the Lions has ever seen.
Across the history of sport, there's nothing like it.
It's a privilege for all of us to play for a Lion.
Not a national team, but a team made of 4 proud rugby nations.
Understand what's on your back and what's on your chest. 100% all in. Now is the time.
Lions Uncut, Australia 2025, only on TNT Sports.
Now, one of the great World Series that any of us have ever seen is coming to a crescendo. We're into the bottom of the 6th. Winner hoists that World Series trophy at the end of the night tonight. Blue Jays 3, Dodgers 2. As Bassett works it in and gives up a run. Now Ernie Clement takes over, the 8th place hitter in the batter's box for the Blue Jays against Glasnow, who stays in for the Dodgers. Hit streak in the postseason, longest in Blue Jays playoff history.
It feels strange to say it with the Blue Jays up a run, but they're in desperate need of another run.
I agree with you. 3 doesn't feel like it's going to be enough tonight.
No. I don't even know what the magic number is.
And all 3 on that one incredible swing. But they haven't scored since. Had a lot of chances in this game. Really right from the start. Leadoff single to start the game for George Springer. Now these at-bats are huge, Billy, because you got 8-9. table for Springer, for Guerrero, Shed.
Oh, no.
So this becomes a big pitch for Tyler Glasnow. Been quiet for Dave Roberts as of now. He lines one into left base hit. I think he knew he was getting the fastball 3-1. And in this postseason, Ernie Clement's not missing those.
29 postseason hits for Ernie Clement. He always treated it like there was an 0-0 count. Then we knew he was going to get a fastball. There we go, another leadoff base runner for the Blue Jays. How are they going to capitalize this inning? I think they're going to bunt Jimenez.
It's an interesting question. We'll see. Will the Blue Jays play some small ball, play for one run, put some pressure on the Dodgers defense? Squares.
Ball low.
High, ball one. Most hits in a single postseason in Blue Jays history. We got a battle for that title. Clement back ahead. Again, squaring around. Again, having to take high. It's 2-0.
Dodgers defensively, they have Max Muncy way in on the grass, and Freddie Freeman so savvy at first base. He's still holding on to Ernie Clement at first, but watch him as he just drives towards home plate.
Menez takes ball 3. Freeman sprinting in, but nothing you can do when the pitcher's not throwing strikes.
And you continue to put the 3-0 bunt sign on. You still do it. Because if he throws a ball, you trust Jimenez to pull back.
He squares, he pulls back, and takes a strike. This is what you were talking about with Freddie Freeman's Billy.
This is what makes it so hard because it's almost like a crash play. There's not a lot of spots for your bunt. You have to be perfect. You almost want to bunt it towards Tyler Glasnow.
Clement takes off. Pitch is a strike, but Clement steals without a throw. That was a savvy play.
Well, Glasnow, we know, is one of the slowest pitchers in baseball once he lifts his leg. And now the Blue Jays take full advantage of it. Bunt 3-2. Get Clement to third.
Let's see. 3-2. Not bunting. He hits one out towards right center. Hernandez chasing. It's into the gap. Up against the wall. Clement flying around third. He scores!
Who needs the bunt 3-2 when he can just break it into the gap? Heady baseball by the Blue Jays. You steal second base. You now put the Dodgers on edge.
Helmet flying off. Clement sliding right through home.
How about this Blue Jays offense finding ways to score runs? They are not dependent on the top of the lineup. They are not dependent on the home run.
Huge swing from Jimenez, the 9th place hitter. Now you get Springer up. Evan Sheehan finally is going to get going. Took a while. Springer a little late on that off-speed pitch from Glasnow. Springer's having a huge Game 7. What else would you expect from him?
Right now, George Springer's trying to hit the ball to the right side of the field.
That's a good point. Still nobody out. Tight. Jays are going to take that personally for the rest of the game.
That's where you have to pitch George Springer. The book is out. He wants to dive out over the plate, so you want to stand him up.
Glasnow's going to kick and look. It wasn't that close. Seven toward the outside, 1 and 2.
George was thinking fastball in. That's what he's looking for. The Dodgers want George to pull the baseball.
One, two. Got him swinging right on the outside corner at 97. That's a big strikeout from Glasnow. Not only do you get through Springer, you keep Jimenez at second.
To see if Jimenez at second base, if he's gutsy enough to try to steal third, just knowing the high-leg kick.
Not going anywhere on the first pitch. On the inside corner, strike one to Lucas. Those unsung Jays heroes throughout the season. He has not had a great World Series, but in this game 0 for 2 tonight. Lucas out to center. Edmund has room to make the catch. Dennis is going to tag and he'll go to third, but now with 2 down. And the big guy coming up.
See what kind of decision making Dave Roberts is going to do. Is he going to face Vlad Guerrero with a runner at third, 2 outs, knowing that Bo Bichette has already burned him?
It's a hard call. Bichette swings tonight. Make this a much tougher decision. He's not going to intentionally walk Vlad Jr. Ball one outside.
Jimenez at third base. He's going to try to disrupt Tyler Glasnow, get in his line of sight. You see him start to move right when he gets close to throwing the pitch. See if he can distract him.
Guerrero on the ground, left side. Muncy cuts in front of Betts. Muncy throws in time to get Guerrero. That's a big out for Tyler Glasnow and the Dodgers. However, the Jays get an extra run. After the Dodgers had cut the lead to 1, Clement got it started. Jimenez got him in. Jays now 9 outs away from a World Series championship.
The pentathlete, not defined by a single strength, but the master of many. Nimble on their feet, yet rapid in their charge, with perfect precision, excellent control, and range that goes the distance. The new MGS5 EV. Recharge your soul.
In life, you've around 29,000 days. So don't live in the someday. Because life isn't measured in years, but in moments. At AIB, we're here to help you get those moments. So go after every one. AIB, for the life you're after.
This is what cancer looks like up close, and this is what tears lives apart. But with research comes breakthrough, so that life takes hold again. New memories are made, and childhoods spring back into action. Every breakthrough brings us closer to 100% survival, 100% of cancers. Donate today at breakthroughcancerresearch.ie.
In James May's shed, he's making everything better.
All the problems in the world, great and small.
Shopping drudgery?
Something needs to be done.
Banished.
This is brilliant. Did a skid.
Parking paid.
The law is an ass.
Vanquished. Now hear this, traffic warden. They're fixing the world. One perfect idea at a time.
Why are we doing this?
Because it's fun.
Brand new James May's Shed Load of Ideas starts Tuesday, 11th of November on Quest.
Well, Trey Savage in Game 5 had an all-time start, especially for a rookie. 7 innings, 12 punch-outs. I've never seen anything like that. Past Don Newcomb. Dodgers hitters were baffled by the slider. They were baffled by the split finger. But tonight, for Savage coming out of the bullpen, how quickly can he establish his pitches?
It's a huge question for a kid who's 22 years old and was pitching in college last year. An all-time great World Series performance just a few days ago. Now out of the bullpen against the best hitters the Dodgers have to offer. First one to Ohtani is off the inside, ball one. And we just don't know. As great as he's been, and he's been great. Ohtani has 2 hits in 3 at-bats tonight. Savage misses with that one outside. He's tried 2 splitters, and he's missed with both of them.
There's just no wiggle room for you to find your pitches. The mound is different. Multiple pitchers have already pitched.
In the dirt with a slider, 3-0. And I know they trust this kid, but you would think that John Schneider has to have a backup plan in mind. 3-0 pitch. Ohtani takes a strike. Did not throw him a 3-0 fastball, threw him a 3-0 slider.
And his slider, the Dodgers said it acts like a left-handed slider. It just moves in the wrong direction.
3-1 to Ohtani. That is low, ball 4. Back to the splitter. Leadoff walk. Last inning, a leadoff walk turned into a run. Dominguez, for the 3rd different time, is going to start to get ready.
9 more outs for the Blue Jays, and they all feel impossible.
There's Will Smith. He takes one low, slider. And Kirk, I think wisely, is going to ask for timeout and come out to the mound.
He's just trying to slow down Savage, make sure he feels comfortable. I mean, there's no margin for error. One bad pitch to Will Smith, we have a tie game.
You're asking a 22-year-old to do something he's really never done, ever. Ohtani at first, nobody out. 1-0 the count. Smith takes a fastball for a strike. He's got to face 3 hitters no matter what. So Freddie Freeman on deck. One pitch. Smith hits a fly ball to center. Varsho calls off Lucas. Varsho underneath it. Ohtani tags but goes back. Good throw by Varsho. 1 out here in the 7th.
Got to feel really good for Trey Savage to get that out right there. It just kind of cracks the ice, settles you in just a little bit.
And even that pitch, he got the out. The slider's been up. The splitter hasn't shown a lot of command yet. Here's Freeman. High with a fastball, 1-0. Hit for Freeman here in Game 7. That was back in the 4th inning. Dodgers got 1 in the 4th, 1 last inning in the 6th. They have a runner on here in the 7th. And it's Sheehan. Looks like we're going to see him in the bottom of the 7th inning the way he's warming up. split figure pitch is all over the place.
Yeah, he's really trying to find something he can go to that's not his fastball. He only throws his fastball about 30% of the time.
2-1. Freeman on the ground to first. That's a fair ball. Guerrero's going to go to second. The throw to first. Got him, double play! Oh my goodness! What a defensive play again by the Blue Jays. That's about as hard a double play to turn as you could get.
Literally can't believe it. Guerrero, so smart. Look, he could have easily tagged the bag. He decides to throw it, knowing Freddie Freeman running. Heady baseball by the Blue Jays again. 6 more outs.
The defense has come up huge in Game 7. 4-2 Jays, 7th inning stretch time.
The €8 meal deal from McDonald's. Cheeseburger or mayo chicken. Fries, 4 chicken McNuggets, and a drink. For guess what? That's right, €8.
Frontera. Whoa, so much space. Wow, that charged fast. Great lights. Wow.
New Opel Frontera with 5-year unlimited mileage warranty. Test drive now.
This is Emma, and this is her immune system, her bodyguard, who protects her wherever she goes. But sometimes it could use a little help too. Actimel, with vitamins D and B6 that reach the intestine, where 70% of immune cells are located. There, they get absorbed into the bloodstream and help support your immune system. And also with its exclusive LKZI cultures. Support what supports you.
Actimel from Danone. Even if you don't need the phone from us, you can still enjoy Ireland's best mobile network for just €25 a month. Vodafone. Together we can.
When your country calls, you become everything it represents. It's more than a jersey. It's the fabric of your people. The weight of expectations. The dreams of a nation.
Done it!
It's not what makes you.
Buckle up, everybody.
It's what you are made of.
What a month of rugby ahead.
The Quarter Nation Series.
Live on TNT Sports.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Office of the Commissioner of Baseball. May not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without express written consent. The skyline of Toronto, Ontario, Canada. It's been 32 years since they raised a World Series banner in this great baseball city. The only baseball town outside of the United States. Back-to-back titles in 92, 93. 6 outs away from a 2025 championship. Bichette. A wicked swing at the first pitch from Emmett Sheehan in out of the Dodgers bullpen.
Well, Emmett has a great fastball. He was in the Dodgers rotation earlier in the year, and for Dave Roberts, this is a huge shutdown inning. They just have to get the Blue Jays not to score again.
What a good fastball. I mean, you're talking about a great fastball hitter, Bichette. We've already seen him hit one 442 feet against Ohtani in this game. 3-run home run. The bulk of the Blue Jays offense from this guy. 0-2. All the way.
For Emmett, what makes his fastball so good is he spins it so well. It's a high spin rate fastball, meaning it'll work against gravity. That ball will stay on plane longer than an average fastball.
The dirt. Breaking ball bounces. 1-2. we've seen in the World Series, in spots like this, if Bichette gets on base, we've seen John Schneider use a pinch runner for him. I have a hard time believing that would happen here. Goes down swing. He won't have that decision to make. Bichette strikes out for the first out here in the bottom of the seventh.
So one thing the Dodgers have done really well pitching-wise is they have 8 punch-outs of the Blue Jays tonight.
That's a lot against the hardest team in baseball to strike out. Here's Barger. He's gone to a different bat than the one he had after he broke his bat in his last trip up there. To Barger. 2 more hits tonight. A pinch hit grand slam earlier in this World Series, the first one in World Series history. Got the call at the knees, 1-1. He's asking the umpire, is that as low as it can go? And I think Jordan Baker said, yeah, that's the bottom.
Here you go. Catch it.
They get the closer, Jeff Hoffman, who's up. You saw Savage on the bench, definitely not acting like he's out of this game. And for John Schneider, the idea is those 2 get the final 6 outs. Barger on the ground to first. Freeman's got it. He'll take it back himself. 2 down. Here's Kirk. Alejandro Kirk, 1 hit in 3 at-bats. Lines this one out towards right center. That's another hit for Kirk. And Hernandez backhands it. And Kirk, who in the regular season was the slowest runner in the big leagues, has to stop it first. Good play by Teoscar Hernandez. A second hit in Game 7 for Kirk.
Yeah, back-to-back hits for Alejandro Kirk using the off gap. He's also extremely aggressive. Fastball's first pitch. And now if you've ever needed a big hit from Dalton Varsho this World Series, here's where it's at. You feel like it feels like 5 is a magic number.
One to Varsho. He just has fallen into a funk here these last few games. He hit a huge home run in Game 1 and was big for the Blue Jays to get to the World Series. Strike pitch from Sheehan. Just hasn't looked like himself the last few games.
Now, usually when he's at his best, he'll talk about it. He wants to hit the ball dead center. And it just feels like he's really spinning. He's trying to pull far too much.
Fouls that one back. 1-2. These are part of the defense tonight. And for me, I mean, the Bichette home run, but also the Blue Jays defense. Those are the 2 stories so far in Game 7. They have made one great play after another. That one deep, but foul. Feels like this Blue Jays crowd has been standing the whole game.
Might as well.
Season's over at the end of this one.
Yeah, he rests tomorrow.
Another 1-2. Varsho strikes out swinging on a high fastball. So Sheehan gets through the 7th. We go to the 8th. We'll see. I think Savage is staying in for Toronto. They can smell it. They can taste it. They can feel it. Still have to get through 6 more outs against the defending champs.
You're joking.
Pineapple?
The most wanted McDonald's menu items heisted from around the world. Get them before we have to give them back.
In life, you've around 29,000 days. So don't live in the someday. Because life isn't measured in years, but in moments. At AIB, we're here to help you get those moments. So go after every one. AIB, for the life you're after.
Hold me close, don't let me go. Oh no. Yes, I love you and I think that you know.
The best friends are always there when you need them. Delicious and comfortingly creamy. You've got a friend in Philly.
Venture far from the land of the living to a place where even the famous live in fear.
What are you talking about? Dead people walking around your house.
No, I just need help. Journey into haunted past.
Wild haunts couldn't really be haunted. It was freaking terrifying.
And walk with the supernatural.
That's not correct.
Whatever is in here is dark and powerful.
With all this activity under one roof, you'll never leave. Discovery Plus, the streaming home of paranormal.
The Blue Jays this entire postseason, they've been airtight with defense, but tonight it has been on full display. Vlad Guerrero, diving play, Nathan Lucas in left field, great running play to take away extra base hits from Shohei Ohtani. Dalton Varsho, no parachute behind him. And then how about the 3-6-3 heading play from Vlad Guerrero? That ended last inning. Everything you could ask for a defense is not to give up extra outs. And the Blue Jays, they have not.
Yeah, and for Vlad Jr., in a Game 7 where he's been quiet at the plate, his defense has just been awesome. Ray Savage stays in. Cheryl and Dave have been on the ride of their lives. They just can't believe it. Ray Savage's mom and dad here again, watching their kid pitch in the 8th inning of Game 7 against Mookie Betts, Max Muncy, Teoscar Hernandez. Dodgers running out of outs, down 2 runs. There's a good slider. That's probably the best one he's thrown since he came in.
And it probably helped him to sit down and then come back out. You're over amplified when you come out of the bullpen.
That swings over top. Another one. Strike 2. That stays alive. Barely. Not that this shocks us. Most splitters in a single World Series since really we've closely tracked, by far the most. Yamamoto, Gosman, Savage. That's on the ground is short. Jimenez has it. Jimenez one away.
Big first out. Most likely John Schneider's going batter to batter with Trey Savage this inning when you have Jeff Hoffman ready to go.
Here's Muncy. Muncy has had a walk and a hit tonight. After a quiet World Series, nice strike there. 0-1. He's had some good at-bats tonight. They're the dirt. Amazing. I kind of figured that Yamamoto, he wants to be in this game. Muncy, high drive down the right field line, toward the corner, and gone! Max Muncy makes this a one-run game. Dodgers are not done. Not even close.
The Dodgers are chasing history. Max Muncy just puts the Dodgers one run away from tying this thing up.
We got a hanging splitter, and he crushed it. Wow. Slider in the dirt, strike one swinging.
See, it's up, it's elevated for Max Muncy. Great swing. Continues to add on his record for a Dodger with home runs in the postseason.
Hernandez on the ground up the middle. Bo Bichette circles around it. And the stretch by Guerrero, 2 down. Savage bounces back and gets Teoscar Hernandez. One thing that Muncy home run does, it's a good play by Bo Bichette. It guarantees that Ohtani's going to get one more at bat in this World Series. Well, here comes the manager. 4 outs to go. And it's going to be Jeff Hoffman, the Blue Jays closer. The lead is just a run. The Savage out. Hoffman coming in. 4-3, 8th inning.
TNT Sports, an epic battle awaits. Oh, yes. As England head down under to take on the Aussies and bring back the Ashes. There's blockbuster confrontations in the Culture Nations series. It's pure drama, pure emotion. It's the Premier League. The cream of Europe take it to the next level. Would you believe it? As the UEFA League phases heat up. A moment of magic. FA Cup romance is in the air. It's time to start dreaming. There is another twist in the tale. Snooker's finest put it all on the line in the UK Championship. A magical moment. Premiership Women's Rugby is just getting started.
Get ready for the fireworks.
As the MotoGP season approaches the final straight. Who knows what's going to happen? How's that for a cracking selection of sport this November on TNT Sports?
We're in charge of being the best team that the Lions has ever seen.
Across the history of sports, there's nothing like it.
It's a privilege for all of us to play for the Lions.
Not a national team, but a team made of 4 proud rugby nations.
Understand what's on your back and what's on your chest. 100% all in. Now is the time.
Lions Uncut, Australia 2025, only on TNT Sports.
For the 10th time in the playoffs, he's been really good. Jeff Hoffman takes over for the Blue Jays. They are 4 outs away from a World Series championship. However, their lead is just a run. Tommy Edman will face Hoffman here. With 2 down and the base is empty. Edman. Side ball 1.
So much drama, and you're guaranteed to see Ohtani one more time.
Side 2-0. And the run is the biggest part of the Muncy swing. You get within 1. Now every hitter who comes up is the tying run. But the second biggest thing about that home run is just what you said. You got to get through Ohtani at least one more time. 2-0.
Wild, strange journey it's been for Jeff Hoffman, too. He was in the minor leagues with the Philadelphia Phillies. throwing live BP to Bryce Harper. Harper said this guy should be in the big leagues.
On the ground. Bichette has it. That's out number 3 in the 8th. Dodgers get a run closer, though. And we go to the bottom half of the 8th inning after the Max Muncy home run. Nobody in the history of the Dodgers has hit more playoff home runs than that guy. And his one swing makes it a 4-3 game Jays lead.
The atmosphere as good as it always is. The Champions League back with a bang. What a goal!
European nights has just got a different smell to it, hasn't it? I cannot tell you how excited I am about this match.
Oh, what a goal that is! That is brilliant. The stage is set.
What a lovely finish.
It's unscripted drama at its unpredictable best.
Even if you don't need the phone from us, you can still enjoy Ireland's best mobile network for just €25 a month. Vodafone. Together we can.
Frontera. Whoa, so much space. Wow, that charged fast. Great lights. Wow.
New Opel Frontera with 5-year unlimited mileage warranty. Test drive now.
Activia presents If Your Gut Feels Good, You Feel Good. So give it some love and start your day with Activia. Did you know 87% of Irish adults aren't getting enough fibre? Try Activia Breakfast Range. A mix of fibre, calcium and an exclusive live culture, reaching your gut alive. Love your gut. Try Activia Fibre. Your gut is where it all begins. Activia from Danone.
The €8 meal deal from McDonald's. Cheeseburger or mayo chicken. Fries, 4 chicken McNuggets and a drink. Or guess what? That's right, €8.
Seven moments in baseball history, and we've had some incredible moments here tonight. Jack Morris, who was one of the two who threw out the ceremonial first pitches tonight, won the World Series with the Blue Jays back in '93. Last time they did it. Incredible Game 7 performance in 1991. Clement takes it high. 4-3 Blue Jays, bottom 8. Middle of it again tonight. He lines this one down the left field line with foul. 2 more hits, a steal, a run scored.
I can't believe I'm seeing Yamamoto warm up. I get it with Blake Snell. For the Blue Jays, this bottom of the 8th inning, any way you can score a run.
2, third, no. It's 2-2. Sheehan, Clement to left center, toward the gap. Another one for Ernie Clement. One hop up against the wall. He just keeps on doing it. This time it's a double.
many postseason hits. And a leadoff double that means more than anything.
And he's got the most playoff hits in one postseason of any player in the history of baseball. Ernie Clement. And he's knocked Emmett Sheehan out of the game. That's a huge run out there for the Jays. We're in the 8th, Game 7, a one-run ball game.
So, after 4 years in the classic car restoration business, every cog is running perfectly.
Oh my God. Brand new Richard Hammond's Workshop. Stream now, only on Discovery Plus.
In James May's shed, he's making everything better. All the problems in the world, great and small. Shopping drudgery.
Something needs to be done.
Banished.
This is brilliant. Did a skid.
Parking pain.
Always an ass.
Vanquished. They're fixing the world. One perfect idea at a time.
I don't know. Why are we doing this?
Because it's fun. Brand new James May's Shed Load of Ideas. Starts Tuesday, 11th of November on Quest.
Two-time Cy Young winner Blake Snell's had a great postseason, has not had a great World Series. 2 starts. Jays got to him both times. He's coming in out of the Dodgers bullpen here in the 8th inning of Game 7. And right as he was finishing his warm-up routine, Spilly, he asked for the ground screw to come out and do some work on the mound.
Well, it makes perfect sense when you consider how many pitchers have used the mound tonight. So many different landing spots. Guys trying to remove the clay from the rubber. All you're trying to do, and for Blake Snell, you get it. He's tasked with striking out the side. I mean, he's got the stuff to get punch outs.
Well, if you go back to Los Angeles when Snell made his second start of this series in Game 5, it didn't take long, did it? It was his very first pitch of the game, and David Schneider took him deep. And then it was 2 pitches later when Vlad did it. The first time in World Series history that the first 2 batters of the game had both hit home runs. It set the tone for that Game 5 win. That's the win that put the Jays 1 win away from a championship. Dodgers came back here, won Game 6. And now in Game 7, we said it going to the break. It's amazing. Think about all the players in the history of this game. Nobody has had more hits in the playoffs in one season than Ernie Clement. Now, I don't think we're going to get a home run here in this instance because Andres Jimenez, we saw a shot of him just waiting as Snell looks to be happy with the mound. You would think, Spilly, that Andres Jimenez is probably thinking bunt.
It's going to be hard to do, too, though, because it's against Blake Snell, left on left, and Snell will spin it. He'll throw his curveball, he'll throw his slider. That run at second base is worth so much more than 1 run. It's a little bit of breathing room.
Yeah, 8-9-1, and that means Kike Hernandez, Miguel Rojas, and Shohei Ohtani lined up for the Dodgers in the 9th inning. Snell appears to be ready to go.
Decision-making time for John Schneider, because is it easier for Jimenez to try to pull the baseball with both sides? The corners are going to crash. We saw him in a bunt scenario his last at bat and then hit a monster double.
Dodgers defense is selling out for the bunt here with those corner infielders way in. Jimenez squares early. Takes low, ball one. Snell in the regular season has never come out of the bullpen, ever. Started every one of his career regular season appearances. Back in 2019 when he was with the Rays, a couple times in those playoffs he came in out of the bullpen. Jimenez bunts it, will roll foul.
Well, directionally as a bunter in this scenario, you want to try to get Max Muncy to field it. You want to bunt to third now. The Dodgers, earlier this postseason, they ran a wheel play, meaning both sides crashed and then Mookie Betts sprinted to third.
It was a huge play for them. Jimenez squaring around early again against Snell. He pulls the bat back and lines it to third. Oh my goodness. Muncy just pure self-defense. And somehow he caught it. Ernie Clement saying probably what every fan here is saying. Oh my God.
97 miles an hour off the bat. Max Muncy just acting like a goalie. Glove save.
What a play by Muncy.
Well, it's huge not being able to get Ernie Clement to third base.
Now Springer against Snell. That's the first pitch. A 3-hit Game 7 for George Springer. Blue Jays have David Schneider in the on-deck circle. Another foul ball. John Schneider, no relation. The Blue Jays know there's no counter move, 3-batter minimum for Snell, so he's going to have to face the next hitter. You have Miles Straw available on the bench to come in to play defense. We'll see. First things first, it's Springer. Runner at second, now one out. 0-2. Springer goes down swinging. Nasty slider from Blake Snell. 2 down.
That's 10 punch-outs now for the Dodgers against the Blue Jays. What a pitch for Blake Snell, that back foot curveball.
Mark Pryor's coming out. This is standard operating procedure for the Dodgers when there's a pinch hitter. He'll come out and remind the pitcher of the scouting report. The other thing about using David Schneider here is you got Guerrero on deck. Schneider homered against Snell on that first pitch fastball in Game 5. You sort of count on David Schneider. If Blake Snell's not going to throw him fastballs, you got to be patient. Because a walk would get your best hitter to the plate. Meeting over. 2 down. Strike one. It's not a first pitch fastball.
Well, he knew Blake Snell was not going to feed him a fastball. And he's certainly not going to feed him a fastball middle in.
The dirt. Nice block by Will Smith.
Good.
That line out from Jimenez is looming so large, and the play by Muncy to snag it. fastball yet. Hoffman, meanwhile, has had a long time in that dugout. Final out at the top of this 8th inning. He'll be on the pitch in the 9th.
But in that long delay, it's not just physically, it's mentally.
Ball there. Schneider didn't think so. 2-2. Hands at 10. It was close. Schneider strikes out swinging. And so Blake Snell out of the...
Choices. It started with a 4 a.m. alarm. Missed birthdays. Or a one-way ticket. Then came the 100 reps. The weight of solitude. We chose it all. Because every quiet yes to the hard road was made to lead us right here.
Hold me close, don't let me go. Oh no. Yes, I love you and I think that you know.
The best friends are always there when you need them. Delicious and comfortingly creamy. You've got a friend in Philly.
In life, you've around 29,000 days. So don't live in the someday. Because life isn't measured in years, but in moments. At AIB, we're here to help you get those moments. So go after every one. AIB, for the life you're after.
It's alive. The Peugeot 261 sales event, 1st to 9th of November. Enjoy a €500 Dunnes Stores gift card, a free 3-year service plan, a free home charger, and a 5-year unlimited mileage warranty. You won't want to miss it. The Peugeot 261 sales event, on now.
So, after 4 years in the classic car restoration business, every cog is running perfectly. Oh my God. Brand new Richard Hammond's Workshop. Stream now, only on Discovery Plus.
Nixon bunts. Kimlin on it. Throws to first. For the first time in history, the World Championship banner will fly north of the border. The Toronto Blue Jays are baseball's best in 1992. 2-2. Well hit down the left field line. Way back in. Touch a ball, Joe. You'll never hit a bigger home run in your life. The winners and still world champions, the Toronto Blue Jays.
And now this year's 2025 Blue Jays trying to join those other two teams. Miles Straw takes over in left, 3 outs away. Jeff Hoffman against Kike Hernandez. That one almost hit it. Not even close from Hoffman. Ball 1.
Good. I got you.
Which probably makes you a little nervous if you're the Blue Jays.
Yeah, just come right back to that pitch just to get it right back to working. He's going to need to have his slider.
And is 1 for 3. There's a good one. 1-1.
You have that time if you're Jeff Hoffman, and for every player on the field, you just dream about this scenario. Game 7, down a run if you're the Dodgers, up a run if you're the Blue Jays. These players are living their dream.
Mendez fouls it away. Not throwing many fastballs last inning or this inning. Rojas out on deck. Kike strikes out swinging. 2 outs to go.
Such good feel for the slider. The very first pitch of the at-bat was an overcooked slider up and into Kike Hernandez. Kept going back to it. Now this at-bat for Miguel Rojas is as big as you can imagine.
Rojas chases. He has a little history against Jeff Hoffman. He's 3 for 4 against him. Ninth inning of Game 7. Ohtani looming. That slider. 1-1. Dodgers probably wouldn't have survived to get to Game 7 without Rojas. His contributions last night. And he set the table for the world's greatest player who's on deck. Fastball, 2-1.
Dave Roberts was talking about Miguel Rojas understanding the situation because he's felt pain in his big league career. He knows the importance of these at-bats. Experience has led him to this moment right here.
2-1, a pop-up. Guerrero coming over. That one, though, is going to be over the dugout into the seats. It's 2-2. Ball. 6-mile-an-hour fastball. Hoffman. Ball. Close. Kind of a hanger. But call the ball. 3-2.
Usually when you're willing to throw 2-2, you have to throw 3-2. That's usually the sign of the times, the name of the game, but you miss with the slider, you walk Miguel Rojas.
Three-two pitch. Rojas down the left field line and deep and gone! Tie game! Ohtani, the most likely hero. Miguel Rojas, the least likely. And he's the guy that comes through to tie it in the ninth.
Just have goosebumps watching Miguel Rojas rounding the bases. This could be his last game. 3-2 count. Ties it up.
Now Ohtani swings away to left. Strong. 2 down. Ohtani going just like that.
Miguel Rojas, what I say about 2-2 slider, if you throw it 2-2, you throw it 3-2. Miguel Rojas, far too smart. He knows it too.
Incredible. Of all the scenarios you could ever play out, that would be close to last on the list. Here's Will Smith. Strike one to Smith. The first home run ever in a World Series Game 7 to tie the game in the ninth inning. Bill Mazeroski, 1 won it in the ninth with a home run in 1960. That's strike two.
This World Series has had it all. And neither team wants it to end.
Down, top nine. The dirt from Hoffman. Well, we got to that 3-2 count where with Ohtani on deck, he just had to come into the strike zone, and Rojas was waiting to ambush him. 2-2.
Settle himself down. You know his heart rate is so high right now.
Get the Blue Jays to the bottom of the ninth with a chance to win it. Strike three called, and Will Smith didn't like it. So Hoffman keeps the game tied, but the ninth place hitter, the glue guy, the guy who wasn't playing until last night, goes deep to keep the season alive for the Dodgers. Maybe the Jays will have some walk-off magic in the World Series when we come back.
You're joking.
Wanted McDonald's menu items heisted from around the world. Get them before we have to give them back.
Buy now and nothing to pay today. Sofas and smartphones, cozy duvet. 3 months to pay, 3 months to pay. With every pay, with every pay. Snazzy air fryers for your nuggies. TVs and vacuums for your hubbies. 3 months to pay, 3 months to pay. With every pay, with every pay.
Pay in 3 with Take 3 on your Very Pay credit account and pay no interest.
True comfort food. What is that? It's food you can trust because there's always someone inspecting how it's produced and checking where it comes from. Like pork and bacon with the Board B Equality mark. It can be a tasty rasher sandwich, a simple carbonara, or delicious roast pork. Always choose pork and bacon with the Board B Equality mark.
The crowd eagerly awaiting the arrival of the players. We have two of the most passionate, sensitive supporters. Can the Forest captain deliver? Yes, he can! I'm telling you, what a goal! Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. The stage is set. It's unscripted drama at its unpredictable best.
Parallel for what we just witnessed, I think this is a pretty good one. 7th inning of 2016, the closer on the mound, the unlikeliest guy of all in the Cleveland lineup, Rajai Davis, takes Aroldis Chapman deep to tie that game. And Miguel Rojas just did that against Jeff Hoffman here with the Dodgers down to their final 2 outs of the season. Down by a run, Rojas was the guy who got it done.
Now is Vlad Guerrero about to have a Joe Carter moment.
Born in Canada. Grew up in the Blue Jays organization. Their franchise player. Tie game, bottom 9. Snell. Throws ball on a changeup. You got Bichette on deck and then Barger. These are the big hitters for the Blue Jays right here, right now. 2-0.
As a hitter, all you're trying to do is hit the ball hard. If you're trying to hit a home run, it never happens.
Out of the count, 2-0 against Snell. Now it's 3-0. Try that slider again. Swings away, center field, to the warning track, and caught by Edman. I don't mind it swinging 3-0. He almost got it.
Well, that's why Blake Snell threw a changeup. Just enough to get off the end of the bat. Now, it's not really off the end of the bat. He still hit it 100 miles an hour, but he didn't square it up.
He knew. Just not quite enough. Bichette takes strike one. Already one home run in tonight's game. A monstrous 3-run homer against Ohtani. One ball, one strike here in the bottom of the ninth. Dominguez in the Jays bullpen in case his game goes to extra innings. Dodgers have bullpen activity as well. I think you know who it is. Bichette line drive to left, and Kike Hernandez playing so deep out there, it falls in front of him. Bichette's going to come out of the game for a pinch runner. That's a tough decision for John Schneider. Kiner Falefa now comes in. You understand why.
You have to get a base runner there, and now you can put IKF at second base. You're hoping you don't even have to see him on defense.
How about this? Barger, who got picked off and doubled off last night to end Game 6. Can he end Game 7 with a much different feeling? Winning run in Game 7 at first base with one out. That's out. Fastball 2-0. A walk would put that winning run in scoring position with Alejandro Kirk waiting to hit next. Two and 0. The corner that time. Nice pitch.
Well, for Blake Snell, he feels like he can wiggle out of any scenario just because he has plus stuff. He has multiple weapons he can go to.
Outfield very deep again for the Dodgers. The low strike there. It's 2-2.